Hey everyone, this is where I can get myself in shot. Welcome back to another VW Bus Bits video. So today we're going to do a update on the Type 25 Caravelle, which is our own camper van, not a business one or a project one. So basically we go away in about a week and a half to the Isle of Wight on a holiday, and I've literally yet not done nothing to get the bed made or anything inside the van. So today we're going to be tackling that, otherwise I don't think the wife's going to be too pleased. So for those that wanted to know, we're basically keeping the rear caravelle seat, and I'm going to make my own bed system off of that, which will then give me storage in the back over the engine compartment. And so all I'm going to do today is show you, not sort of step by step, but how I'm going to do it. So I'll flip you around inside the van so you can see what I'm doing, and then we can talk through my ideas. It's one that I've done before years ago in our twin slider caravelle we had, the Type 25, called Toothless, and it worked a treat. But this is going to be a slightly different variation of that, a little bit simpler in the way that it folds out. So let me show you exactly what I'm talking about, so I'm not rambling on. Right. So those that haven't seen the van before, I'll just lift this back up again. I won't lock it into place, so I'm going to pull it back down. So, caravelle. This is just an old rug we had laying around. So I just laid it on the floor for a minute. That's not the finished floor. It's got the factory carpet everywhere. So, right, so factory rear triple seat. Mine comes with the parcel shelf, which is a super rare accessory, which I've taken out. It's just down on the floor here for a moment. So how are we going to do the bed then? So what we're going to do is, you'll see the plastic strap that's coming out from the corner there. You lift that up, and that undoes the hook to allow the seats to pull forward, which gives you a nice flat surface. So if I come round the back, it gives you all that space. So obviously what I need to do, because it's not a factory rock and roll bed, a Westphalia one, we need to build up the height from the deck here over the engine lid to the height of the rear seats. That gives me the flat surface, and then there'll be an extension or a hinge out panel which is on the back of the seat, which folds over to extend that length to about 1.9 meters. I'm 188 centimeters, so it'll be quite a nice type of bed that I can fit on. So that's what I'm going to do today. So the first thing I'm going to do is to cut the timber, which will sit, that'll be permanently fixed to the seat back. And also I need to do it in such a way that's not going to interfere when it locks in the upright position and stuff like that. So there's a few things to consider. And then once I've made that part, I can then set my attentions to the rear storage area. So it gives me a nice level flat surface. In here, basically we're going to have a drawer on the left, a drawer on the right. I'm going to make the center section that slightly oversized of the rear engine lid, so that piece will either hinge up or lift out, so I can still get access to the engine. So yeah, that's how we're going to do the bed. So I've been down in the Project T5 today, down to Dorchester Timber, our local timber suppliers. I've got myself 2 sheets of 15mm ply, only because I haven't got the time to order up some lightweight ply to get it here to build it. I've just got too much to go to do. So I've gone with some normal normal 15mm plywood. There's not a massive difference between that and the poplar ply. So yeah, we're gonna have to go with what we've got. So that's where we are. Still mega expensive, like £50 a sheet, but there you go. And that's a bit of battening. That's for a little side unit pod idea my wife's come up with, which means obviously I'm gonna have to build that as well. But whether we'll have time before the holiday, I don't know. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to get myself set up, and then I'll draw it out and then see if I can explain it as we go along. Right, I'm not sure how well this is going to show out on video. I'm just marking out the ply, so say it's 15mm ply. So what I've done is I've taken the measurements from the back of the seat rest. That makes sense. Just get me tape measure. And so we're going to go from the top, or just below the top of the seat back, to the bottom, giving myself some clearance. And I say it works out about 43 centimeters. And we're going crossways, so we're going across just inside the clasps, that side to that side at, I think it's 1.4 meters. So I've marked out on the plywood. So if you can see me pencil lines, you might not be able to in this light, but you can see a line from here running all the way down. So, which is my length for that, 1.4 meters. And then I'm cutting out 2 sheets. So there's another line here at 43 centimeters, another line there, another 43 centimeters, so giving me 86 in total. And essentially these will be hinged along that line there, so they'll fold on top of one another. It'll make more sense when I cut it out. So basically I'm going to cut this out of the ply now, and then we'll put it on the seat back and you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so I've cut the sheets out. So I've not fixed the hinges on yet, but hopefully just give you a better understanding of what we're doing. So this bottom piece, I'm going to step back so it's all in view. So this bottom piece here, that's what's going to be fixed onto the back of the seat back. Okay. Top piece then hinged on, that'll fold over on top of that at the same height, and that'll give us a nice uniform bed. So I'm going to go ahead and put the hinges on now. I just cut the piano hinges I've had laying around the workshop. Yeah, my boys have helped. So we're going to screw the hinges down, then we'll lift that up into the van, and we can show you then it sort of lifting or folding over the back seat. So let me go ahead and do that now. Okay, so that's the boards cut and hinged together. I've just put them on the back seat. So my boys are going to help me demonstrate it because it's not fixed in place yet. So to pull it out into the bed, there's going to be a couple of feet on here, which I'll put on in a minute, but just to demonstrate for the moment. So Tom, if you can hold the bottom board, please. Yeah. That's it. Ben's going to lift it up and pass it to Dad. So it's just going to fold out. That's it. So that'll then rest down on its feet along this leading edge where I'm holding. And then where the boys are, that'll meet up to the storage box we're going to put in the back. And as you can see, that's going to give me a really nice, decent sized bed. And then we'll round off all the corners and stuff to make sure it's all safe.
Well, are your feet going to be dangling off the edge?
My feet, well, no, that's about 1.9 meters, so I should fit on, but Dad's feet normally fall off. So stay on there.
6 foot.
Yeah, 6'2". So there we go.
A meter is...
So that's how we're starting it. Okay, so let's fold it back up again. So watch your fingers, boys. That's it. So it'll just fold back down away. So the bottom plank or the bottom board's going to be screwed to the seat back. Thumbs up, boys. Yay. So yeah, I'm going to get the feet on and get that backboard fixed onto the seat back for a moment. And then we'll come back and catch up with what we're doing next. Right, so we've attached the feet onto the bottom of the timber. So Tom is going to demonstrate lifting them up. So I've just screwed them in place for now. I'll probably nut and bolt them in place. That's it. So if we do the same again, Tom, so if you hold the bottom sheet, if you go in the back though, and that's it, Tom. So gently, so I'm just going to stand back so you can show you. So with the feet, it clears all the roof. That's it, and then it goes all the way over and touches. So they're going to take the weight, which is probably why I'm going to nut and bolt them in place. But that's it. So Tom, do you want to climb across there? If Mum just holds the boards, Tom, you just come on the end. No, just from there. Just to show everyone that it takes all the weight. And there we go. So that is the bottom part of the bed made up. So if you jump back again, Tom, we'll fold it back up.
I want to fold it back.
So all we've got to do now is the bottom board. This will get fixed into the back of the seat.
Would you like to spin it up?
And that's it, yeah, lift it up. So just step back. That's it, gently lift it down. And then if you close the legs, watch your fingers. That's it, go on Tom, let him go. And there we go. Happy days. So we'll get that fixed in place and then we can make a start on doing the rear of the bed. Okay, so the seat back is temporarily fixed on the back of the seat. So I just need to make sure, if I go around the back, that it avoids the rear parcel shelves. Let's get to that side, Tom. Thanks, buddy. Like so. And we need to get a little buckle or fastening for the legs so they hold flat against the board, like that. But we'll sort that out. So, to put the bed down, what we need to do, I'll pass the camera over. So, that's right, Tom, I got it. So this strap pulls up. This just folds down, like so. And we lift up the legs.
Don't touch your fingers.
Yeah, don't trap your fingers.
Because it does cause pain.
This then folds over and goes down there. And obviously when the weight's on, that takes us to the height that we need to do. That's it. Careful, Max, it's obviously not all fixed in yet. So what we need to do now is make the box in the back, which will have a couple of drawers, which will allow this to be one big flat surface. So we need to measure up and build that bit next. So, right, so as you can see, we started making the rear storage section. So at the same 15mm ply. So all we've done is the top, which I think is about 1.2 meters, and then 3 uprights. Inside here is going to be drawers, which we'll pull out for stuff on. But so the children are on it. So if you look down the line, you can see, hopefully, that's pretty flat with the rest of the bed. So really pleased with that. And we've had to, so this sits just slightly either side of the engine lid. So that can lift out the way if we need to get into the engine bay. Originally I was going to put it on a couple of gas struts, which just hinges upwards, goes up that way. But I know it's sad, but I don't want to cut the rear carpet, which is what I'd have to do. So I want to do it so it lifts out. I want to keep the originality of it. That's just me being a bit of a geek. So you can see, yeah, the children are demonstrating with the ruler on there how flat it is. So what we've got to do now is put an infill on this side. I might hinge it over onto this. Same on that side to make all this a wide space. And the same thing, there'll be a little fillet, which will go down there. So this gap's serving twofold. So obviously we need the gap to allow the seat back to come up to it. But also when we're sleeping, we need to take out the parcel shelf. So the parcel shelf, when we take it out, will fit nicely, hopefully, down in that gap. And then we'll fold the flap over. So that's my next thing I'm going to do now. I'm going to design that little hinged flap, put that on, and that'll be the sort of bed frame almost complete, apart from these side sections. So we'll get on and do that bit now. Right, so we've done the next stage, which is the little wider flap that you can see. So we've got our 2 boxes ready for the drawers. And then this piece here, which I may well cut down yet. I think I'll have to if I want to get the box out. Again, we just made it to make the platform flat. That just hinges back on itself. So that will live there when we're traveling. But that's the section where I'm going to put the parcel shelf down in there. And then let's say this then goes over, lays down, and let's say when you land it all goes flat. So that's the basic framework. So next bits are the side flaps, which will have probably hinging over or just lift in and out. And that should give us our platform. So I'm going to get on and make those bits now. Right, so before I do these side pieces, I just had to trim the length of that down. Otherwise we're never going to get it out the back doors. We want to remove it. But I've also just trialled. Just lift it up. Hopefully you can see that. It's my parcel shelf. Fits in there. A treat. So yeah, boys' shoes everywhere. So there we go. So let's see about doing the side pieces. Okay, so there we are. That's about the structure, the framework done. So I now still got the drawers to do. That'll probably have to wait till tomorrow now. Just getting on. It's 7:15 at night. But as you can see, hopefully, we've got a really nice straight platform and a flosser. So happy days. These little bits I've left, they're just on a couple of supports. If I lift it out, I'll just run a couple of buttons
Just
down
so it
through the
looks
side.
complete.
Yeah. So we can store, I don't know, whatever down in there, tools or whatever. Same on this side. It misses the cover for the rear wash, which is handy. Popping back on, and I'll say the flap you've seen, that's got the parcel shelf down in there, which is amazing. So yeah, if we wanted to put it all back up now, so the back stays as it is. We lift up this hatch, that folds flat. That's it, Tom. Just lift up the base. Watch your fingers, remember? Watch your fingers.
I am. Like that.
Yeah.
See? Watch my fingers.
And I'll have to put a little cup feet on the bottom of it so to protect the floor.
You have no idea how much pain.
So let it go. Then Tom, see if you can lift it up. Don't worry about clipping it in place, but that'll do. I'll do that bit. So there we go. And that's it. All in place. Tom, don't worry about that, I said.
Sorry.
So yeah, that works out pretty well. Then obviously we've got the mattress which goes on as well, which is on top of my car. So we have just tried it. So Tom, do you want to put it back down again? We'll put the mattress on to show everybody. So that's it. Pull that down. Watch your fingers. That's it. Pull the flap across. Well done. That's it. And then pull it over. There you go, look. Awesome. And then,
Mattress.
right.
Dad, pass me that.
You hold that. Make sure you hold.
Wait.
All right. I'll see if I can do it one-handed. Right. Mattress goes in there. Right, hang on. Just hold it steady though.
Okay.
Come back. Watch your fingers in the way of the camera there. Hey, fingers. That's it. Can you see it?
Yep. Excuse me, bad filming skills.
Pull it down. Straps over. And there we have it. There's the bed.
Summer's day, we make you a cup of tea. Perfect.
Yeah.
Just looking out of the window.
Yeah. So that's it. So that's it. Pretty much finished. We'll clean it up. Probably carpet line it all out. So I might just do an addition to the video where it's all carpeted just to show you all finished off. But for now, that's the bed all finished. So I hope it's of use to some people. We will come on and show you with the drawers. But for now, thank you so much for watching, everybody. We appreciate your time. And that's it today from VW Bus Bits. Thank you. Bye.